Alright. Hello, friends. Hello. Hello, hello. How's it going? Good evening. Happy Friday. Let's see who's here. I see Crow. Hello. Malik. Drew, good day, Peaches. Hello, hello. Scruffy Marks. Hello. Ankit. Thank you so much for
time
the
no stream catch free.
2 months. Possum. Thank you so much for the resub. 5 months. Thank you so much. Let's see. One Drunk Man. Hello. Cloudiac. Nine Walker. Welcome. Philson. Thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Appreciate it. Killer AC. Hello. How's it going? Oh, you know what? I made a mistake on the build command. This board is gonna be build playlist today. I'm actually not gonna use that plate. I got confused with the plate because I saw the plate, but we can probably even go. We can go playlist. So we're gonna do playlist today. So let's do that. Let me fix that up here. So let's say they'll be mounted directly onto the PCB. Nice. Alright, great. Alright, so that's fixed. Amarade, hello. How's it going? ¿Cómo estás? Garlic, 13 months. Thank you. Funzy, welcome. How's it going? Alrighty. So, happy Friday to everybody. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you all had a good week. So today, we are building a prototype of the Vector, and I'm gonna change the music because it's a little too distracting for me. But so today we're building the Vector prototype from AI03 and Canon keys. If you haven't checked out the interest check, I actually should maybe add the link for it. Or at least I can always just add the Canon keys link here. More info. Here you go. Alright, I added that. Actually, let me just condense that link instead. It's a little easier to put into commands. There we go. Alright. Alright, so yeah. So that's what we're building. And as the command says here, we are building with these are the Mekanisk Ultramarine V2 linear switches. They're Durock switches. I believe the V2 revised a little bit of the materials. So if I recall correctly, the first one was like a standard Durock switch, and then the V2 ones changed the housing material. So let's see. P3 and nylon, basically. So nylon housing, I guess. Before I believe they were like polycarbonate or something like that. So yeah. So yeah, these are lubed and filmed. And so let's get to it. So actually, why not? Shall we? So we have this going. So here we have our stabilizers and our gaskets for the PCB, daughter board, cable, and daughter board itself. Here we have our PCB and an optional plate. So this plate is optional. It's if you want to add a bit of stiffness to your build. Maybe you don't like plateless, or maybe you have switches that are plate mount instead of PCB mount. So for instance, for example, you have a batch of vintage MX Blacks or something like that. Then you can use a plate. And here's the PCB. This is the Vector prototype PCB here from ai03 and Keycaps. As you can see, it has these tabs where the gaskets will be lined up. And here is our JST connector over here. And different places to basically screw this down onto, like these cutouts are for the screws for the case. And for layout support, as you can see, it supports 7U bottom row with also we have 3U split spacebar support from what it seems. I believe this should be 3U. And so we get 3U13 as well. And then we have, of course, split right shift, ISO and regular enter and anti-enter, split and regular backspace, as well as step down and regular caps lock, and of course ISO or ANSI left shift. Huh? What? Rama? What do you mean? What happened? Nice haircut, Kabocha! Thank you, thank you. Alright, so here's our board. Oh, it's a new emote? Oh, I see. I guess the emote didn't refresh? Yeah, I don't see it refreshed. Alright, so today we have this gray vector prototype. It's a WinKey version of it. In fact, let's take a picture here of us building this currently. Gonna post it to the gram and say we are streaming here. Let's see. Vector Proto build by AI03. Bye for now. Okay. Cool. Alright. Alright, so as you can see from the vector here, it has a front lip here that's kind of similar to like cherry boards and such. And it also has this pen rail. And this board is really heavy. I actually need to bring a scale to show how heavy this is, because it's actually a little bit difficult to lift. Okay, so I know it's a little dusty at the top, but and that's definitely dust here too. Like kind of like a bit of grime or something. Anyway, but there's like a pen rail, right? There's like a pen rail at the very top here, and I believe it's removable. I think this one is a removable piece of aluminum. And then there's this humongous weight. You need to see what the thickness of this weight is because it's super heavy. And this is an engraved, laser engraved, I believe, weight. So So let me see what the details of this show. I have some details here. So the standard edition has a sandblasted steel weight with laser engraving, and then there's going to be a special edition with this PVD polished brass with laser engraving. Okay, so this is a brass weight with that's been polished and engraved. So as you can see, that's the engraving. It's basically like a lot, kind of like this angular look, kind of to show like, you know, it's like to go with the name vector. Very chunky, as you can see, and it's very, very heavy. You can see the AI03 logo there. There's our USB-C port in the back in the center. That's Diego engraved, imagine. And this is the side profile here. Again, rather simple. It has a very prominent lip, a very prominent seam. It's an intentional kind of form of doing a seam here. So it goes all the way around the board. It's a very, very intentional seam here. And yes, the port cutout is on the weight, as you can see. I think AI03 says is as tall as a TKL, I think. I know the whale has a very prominent side profile, but it definitely is quite tall. If you want to see. I mean, the whale is definitely a chonker, but this is what the vector compares next to the whale. So yeah. Still pretty thick, pretty big. Oh, as tall? Do you mean like the length, like including the forehead? Oh my gosh. Okay, how do I do this without? All right, there we go. Yeah, so it is quite wide. Yeah, it is quite wide, quite deep, as you can see. Sinvek, hello, what's up? I'm doing okay. Any plans for the long weekend? I was just gonna spend it just chilling out for a bit. I've been kind of busy traveling the past couple of weekends, so I kind of just want to take it easy this weekend. So yeah, most likely just gonna take it easy. Yeah, just chillax, you know. All right, let's open up the case so that I can show you what the internals look like. So there are 8 screws. Well, I guess 7 because I don't see one here. maybe it was taken off, or maybe it fell off, but I don't see it. Oh, anyway, there's supposed to be 8 screws, but I only see 7 here today. I don't know why. I guess. Well, I didn't check this before, so I didn't know that it was missing. But I think they might have just forgotten or something. Relaxing plans, best plans? Yeah, no, I do agree. Alright, so there comes off the top piece. And as you can see, the top piece is pretty simple. It's kind of flat. It has this very intentional seam over here in the side. And then, like, all around. And then, there are these 4 bolts here holding our pen rail part to the top piece. And then the rest is pretty simple. It's just cutouts for the gaskets to sit against. So we can actually even remove the part of the pen rail here. We can do that now. So just to show you what it all looks like. Okay, so here comes off the pen rail. Pen rail is a rather simple piece. Were you provided with the add-on to replace the pen rail? I believe not. These are the only pieces I've been provided. This one has a gray pen rail, as you can see. And then the pen rail part is pretty simple. It's just cut out here where the pen rail sits. Just sits like this. So pretty simple, straightforward. I am here to moderate. Okay, bud. Alright. So there it is. And now there are these 5 bolts here that hold the weight down to the bottom piece. We can undo it, we can just leave it alone, it's the same really. But the cutouts are also on the weight, so the weight is an indispensable part for the success of this build. It needs to be there for everything to work out. And as you can see, there are these 2 alignment pegs over here, like these alignment pins over here on the bottom piece, where basically the PCB gets lined up, right? So the PCB will sit there, I mean, of course, with the gaskets included. And as you can see, there isn't really much, like that much space between the PCB and the bottom of the case. I mean, of course, this will sit a little higher because there's going to be these gaskets, right? So it'll sit, you know, maybe like on the plane of the gaskets around here. So, but I believe there was a previous prototype that had flex cuts and that would have basically bottomed out really quickly. So they decided to not use any kind of flex cuts or anything like that, and they're just going to go like this. And the daughter board cable just runs from here to here. Very simple. Here, going to the USB-C port over there. It is indeed September. While I do, you know, encourage people to subscribe or to donate and such to support the channel, nobody is obligated to do so. But if you are thinking of gifting or subbing, September does subsidize subscriptions on Twitch. Alright. We can go ahead and first test our PCB. I got a 6-month sub for 578 USD. Wow. India is feasting. Impressive. That's pretty impressive. 1.2? You mean the thickness of the PCB? No, this looks standard to me. This looks like a 1.6 millimeter PCB. I mean, honestly, I could just use a regular tell. But pretty sure this is just a regular 1.6. And indeed it is regular 1.6 millimeter PCB. So this is not a 1.2 millimeter PCB. I believe if it were thinner, it would actually also bottom out. So, yeah. Oh, Upas, hello. How's it going? Alright. Let's try this out. Cable. Oh, that's pretty big. Alright, authorize this, and then we need to load the bin file for this. I mean the JSON file, my bad. Okay, there it is. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see, layouts. We'll do split right shift today. We'll do regular backspace. Just out of preference. The rest looks fine. So I'll just test it out here. You can still get this one to bottom out if you try to, but under normal typing conditions, it's good. I mean, that's normal. That's fine. Don't need it to bottom out. One thing I do notice is there is LED support for caps lock if you need a caps lock indicator or something like that. There is no LED support for anything else. So if you were to give in-switch LEDs, you can't do that. Hey Lightning, I love your work archive on your website. Oh, thank you. I am glad that people actually find that useful. I mean, it is mostly for me to have like a portfolio or just like a, you know, like a place where I can just put in all my pictures and whatever, you know, just to kind of host it and just to keep it there. But it's good if people find it useful for references and stuff. I don't know if you put effort into SEO, but it's pretty top rank when I try to look up words. Oh, I know that part. That is probably because of Google domains and stuff. I know that if you sign up your domain with like, you know, like the Google domain stuff kind of just does it for you, which is really nice. So I do think like for SEO, it tends to be pretty convenient. Especially like if you use known services like Squarespace and the like. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so everything's working here. So we're good here, and unplug this. But I don't really put in like a very, you know, like mindful effort into SEO or anything like that because I really don't mind. But it's good that if it shows up a reliable result like on Google, that's good. I mean, hopefully it is reliable. Monopolistic practices. That's for sure, but that happens with pretty much every tech company, I feel. Because, well, I mean, yeah. What else would you do other than promote your own products, right? What does the back look like for the board? Oh, I can show it. So this is the top piece. It has a pen rail that is bolted on with four screws. This is the internal of the bottom piece here. It's very heavy. And then the side profile is like that, and then the bottom looks like that. Are gasket strips of different thickness? No, they do not appear to be of different thickness, no. Burpee back weight, so hot? Yeah, if you're into that. kind of pricey. That's fair. It is a very large piece for this board, so it's very heavy. It's very thick. Alright, so let's undo these guys here. So today we have these Wuque Studio Lavender stabs. Are those lines part of the weight, or is that your ceiling? Oh, it is part of the weight. So these 3 lines, these lines are all laser engraved lines on the weight. Yeah. It is a laser engraving on the weight. Lighting has Burberry ceilings. Yeah, and the other one is like LV or something. Oh god, no thank you. No thank you. Okay, let's get our 2.5 here. One of the few times I've like polished SS on the board. I believe this is PVD brass actually. PVD polished brass. I think. But I might be wrong. Hopefully does look like brass to me though. Oh, is polish SS? Oh, is that right? Did I misread that from the info? Let's see. Let's read it out here. Maybe I misread it. Standard. Oh, it is steel. Never mind. Oh, Upas said brass, but I guess that's steel. Brass? Oh, brass. Okay, on your website, Upas, it says steel, so you might want to fix that. There's a typo. We found a typo. We found the typo. On the special edition part, it says steel on the website, on the Keys website, for the product page, like the main landing page rather. So polished version will be PVD brass. Gotta fix that. Yeah. Sounds good. Good catch. I thought AI03 stopped doing brass. Well, so maybe you might be referring to the projects run through like Type Plus, perhaps, like especially like previous projects like the Vega or the Polaris V1, which were run a bit differently. But I don't think that kind of restriction is necessarily in place. Now AI03 is a corporate man. Well, he has a job. That is true. I mean, I'm not sure how you see. I don't know. Okay, so look. So if I were able to make, like, I don't know, if someone is giving you the opportunity to make something that seemed like a hobby, a workable career, like a full-time job, would you pick it up? Because isn't that basically what he did? He just took a job offer out of school or whatever. No different from applying to jobs when you're in your senior year of school and you take an offer. if it's something that you like to do. Later on stream, if you have time, can you show off those Bumans in the tray? Yeah, sure, I can show them in a bit. Probably, but feel like hobbies that become jobs don't feel like hobbies. Well, I think for somebody who is like a designer, like AI, or perhaps other people who kind of like do this kind of work, specifically like design work, or like producing things that need to be made, like manufactured or whatever. I think it's a different perspective overall. Like, I think the fun in that kind of also may be that it's not that much different from doing it as a business, right? Because at the end of the day, you kind of have to run these group buys to make things, to have things made, because you can't just afford it by yourself, things like that. But yeah, it depends on the person. I think for someone like me, like I could see that happening. Like if I ever had to make something, and then I were like, oh hey, like I'm gonna make it at my job or something, and I'll be like, would it take away the fun from it, or would it make it better? Or would it just be a different life altogether, where you kind of enjoy certain things in one particular sense, and then you go to your job and that's a different kind of thing that you're working on. I don't know. It's a little I think it's just it's a matter of perspective. It's good to have hobby separate from your job, though. I don't disagree with that. I mean, I certainly feel strongly about that because I basically have, well, a hobby separated from a job. So this is not my job. This is for me a hobby, and I provide service because it's something that I enjoy doing. But it is not my it's not my primary source of professional development. Though I do have to say I've learned a lot of skills, and I mean I've learned certain skills, and I've learned a lot of like know-hows and little things, things about the industry, things about like dealing with people, customer service and retail, how things work on the back end for a lot of like this kind of stuff, these businesses, how they run, learn a lot of things like that. But boy, it's still for me a hobby. What about yourself? If streaming building keyboards becomes your full-time career, I don't think that will ever happen, Kabocha. I don't think I want that for myself, so I don't see it happening because I don't want it for myself. Yeah, it's not something that I would enjoy doing full-time, I think. At least not with the same pressure of full-time while having to kind of basically keep things afloat. Like if it were my primary source of income and then I have to like kind of keep things afloat from there, I think it's very difficult. I think making ends meet is such a difficult thing in something like providing a service like this. And streaming and things like that. I don't know. It'll take a lot, but I personally don't really see it feasible for someone like me with my current perspective on things. Nathan moment. Is it like a blue gray or is it like a straight gray? This is definitely like a gray. This is straight up like a gray. Yeah. On kit. Hey, I'm building my Tomo now. Should I lube Gateron CJs or no need? Ooh, I personally would lube Gateron CJs DT888. Mostly because I don't like the sound of Gateron CJ stock. They are very smooth though, but I don't like the sound of them stock. So I personally would lube them to change the sound. But yeah, I don't really like Gateron CJ's stock sound. Something about it, a little plasticky. Fulfilling GBs, etc. are very job-like compared to standard hobbies. Yeah, it is. We're gonna announce more tomorrow, but the gray will actually not be an option during the group buy. We'll be offering a more blue-gray finish instead. Oh, cool. I do think blue-gray will look pretty nice. Is the weight gold yellow tint, or is that the reflection off the ceiling? Oh, so this is PVD, polished PVD brass, so it does have a yellowish tint to it. Yeah, it's not like it does have a gold hint to it, like there. You can see, like, based on that, you can see that the ceiling is supposed to be on the wider side, but that's not the case when you look at it through the weight. So it definitely has a goldish tint to it because it's brass. Mekanisk Ultramarine V2 and the V1, I believe the material for the housing changed a bit. I believe the V1 had polycarb materials for the housing, but the V2 uses nylon. Polyamide, which is also basically nylon, but yeah. I forgot to contact Daily Clock and my Tomo was shipped with Auspost? Oh no. Auspost should be okay. I don't know where it's being shipped to, so I guess. V2 is the H1 polyamide bottom and nylon top. Oh, very nice. The US, I think you should be fine, Nachos. I've had Auspost shipments, like for heavy stuff, and it's been okay. I haven't had issues to the US with Australian Post. With never put it through the Chile's postal system. I mean, that's the way I would feel if I lived in Mexico still. I would never, ever put anything through like Correos de Mexico, which is like the Mexican postal system. That'd be suicide. Yeah, it's instant loss. As soon as it enters, not even, as soon as like it's destined towards the country, it would be, you could chalk it up as a loss already. Just a messenger. Apparently, H1 bottom blend is slightly different that only Durock or JTK know. Interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Whether you call it polyamide, or whether you call it nylon, it's not like you're grabbing these housings and checking their chemical composition. So at the end of the day, if it kind of sounds good and it's different from the whatever other iteration was, and it's preferable to you, then use that. But if it doesn't, then But whatever the manufacturer kind of states is kind of like no one's really testing it. We burn it. Yeah, I remember people used to do those burn tests, right? On for like switch parts and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, this one should melt quickly, or should burn. This one shouldn't burn. Nylon is like saying steel though, so it makes sense. Very broad category. Yeah, I guess plastics kind of go that way too. Like like number of chains and like small things that, or like functional groups that differentiate one versus the other, chemically at least. Why DHL Express gotta be so expensive? Quoted me $300 for shipping from Canada to Shenzhen. What are you shipping to Shenzhen? Oh, you're bored? That's expensive. No good Rihanna shops in Canada? Maybe not. Cost quoted me $650. Not surprised. I've heard similar stories. Just accept the red? I feel like, yeah, just accept the red. The red is so nice. Good night, chat. Oh, MSA. Have a good night. Bedge. Have a good night, my friend. Machamatsu! Hello! Thank you so much for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you. Imagining Rihanna aboard though. Yeah, I mean, you can tell Drew that. Drew is the one who's so insistent on that. Let's see. Miss anything? Also, I didn't realize that Mr. Upaz was not VIP. Oh wait, it is. Oh, never mind. Didn't show up on my screen. Just Cerakote it? Yeah, just Cerakote it. Or just use the red anno as is, because it looks so good. I don't know why you wouldn't like it. Diego, were you able to get brass accessories for your Orion? No. Well, so I already... So my Orion came with not plastic inserts for the diffuser. So mine came with the brass piece that number 23 used to sell. Instead of the plastic inserts, like I just don't have the plastic diffusers at all. So yeah, I haven't gotten the plastic diffusers though. And I didn't really want anything else for the Orion, so I haven't gotten anything else. I want to get brass diffusers for my Viper eventually. Yeah, I mean, brass diffusers, quote unquote, is just brass accents, so because they look like brass on the outside. They don't really diffuse anything per se. I mean, I guess everything diffuses things, but yeah, not like light, not light in the same way as the plastic ones do. Well, I have to concede and get it Cerakoted. I mean, Drew, think of it this way: it's either you concede and you Cerakote it for cheaper, or you pay $650 plus shipping twice, or you pay like $200 and then ship it to like China and same thing, or you just not do any of the above and you just use it as is. Oh, push-ups. Oh, okay. What's up, Gawk? How's it going? Haven't seen push-up in a while. Hello, hello. Oh, Anna! Hello. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you. Him using it red is hard to imagine? Really? What's so difficult about it? What's so hard about it? Dude's been going into it almost as much as AI03 did with his PC. I wonder what's so hard. No Labor Day sales for us? Oh, it's okay. Alright, let me do those push-ups because why not? Alright. Oh, total typing test, wow. Okay. Where's the right one? Are you able to remove the cooldown on the push-up redeem? Let me see. I can't find the... I think it's cooldown per user, but let me, I can't find the thing. Yeah, it's cooldown per user, I think. Wait, max individual redemptions per viewer per stream? There's no cooldown on it, actually. If it's showing a cooldown, I don't know what it is, because actually there's no cooldown on it. So, yeah. Alright. Why are you trying to get Lightning fit? Yeah, I'm not fit. I'm not fit at all. Alright. Oh, is that 30? Oh, really? Let's see, hold on. All requests. Let's see, I did 10. I did 20 just now. I did 20. Okay. I did twice? Okay. I'm hydrating. This is just a seltzer. Which mounting style is a vector? It is a plateless or PCB gasket mount. So vector while doing push-ups? God, I wish. I wish it were that easy. Very weird PCB shape. Definitely different. So the PCB shape is because the PCB has cuts for the screws to pass through for the case. And then also it has spaces for the gaskets to be on. And then this part over here, that's just the JST connector portion of it. So these two are alignment. That's JST. And then the white outlines here are for the gaskets. And then the rest is just regular PCB. Domaru, hello, how's it going? Will you put the gaskets on the PCB rather than on the case? That's a good question. I tend to prefer to put it on the case so that if there are any build swaps, it's easy. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But I would probably put it on the case. Wait, this is plateless? Yes, it is plateless. There is a plate on the left here, but it is optional. You can use the plate if you want to add stiffness to the typing experience, but it is entirely optional. Or if you want to use plate mounted switches, for example. Well, so Only matters if you have multiple mounting styles and need to swap constellation or something. Well, yes and no. What if you just don't want to use 2 sets of gaskets and just want to use 1 set of gaskets for 2 different PCB builds? Then you just put it on the case. So when are we listening to Genshin OST instead of the usual stuff? Do you want me to just switch it? Do you want me to just put like the Sumeru soundtrack? Because the Sumeru soundtrack's so lit. I can put it on. I had it on earlier. Twitch doesn't DMCA? Not for... A lot of game music tends to not be DMCA stuff. Let me find the tab. I had it open here. Oh yeah, here. Sorry. What's a Totoro typing test? You will see at the end of the stream. Other day, an IG ad popped up and it had the Forbidden Jazz. I can't believe that you're calling it that. I mean, it's just funny. Wait, so... Let me test the music here. It might be loud, hold on. Wait, how do I shift it over to... Give me 1 sec here. The heck? Oh, that's got a weird pop-up. Hold up. Alright. Let me see if this works here. Let me know if the music's too loud or anything. Just play Chasm OST and let us fall into Spiral Abyss of Despair. Oh my god. Is it, oh, it might be too loud. Is that good? Is that too loud? Alright, so let's see if I missed any questions here. Can you help me? Never had the chance to try Mr. Suit and keeps nagging at me. The Wind X98 has the same flex cuts around each case as the Mr. Suit PCB. Will it be that flexy compared to my plateless Glacier 80? Per key flex cuts, like flex cuts all around every key is... Okay, cuts around the PCB in general make a big difference, is what I think. I personally tend to feel like per key, like the Mr. Suit and whatnot, is pretty excessive. So I would say if you don't like it, just like if you don't think you'll like it, just don't use it on its own. Like put some foam or something. Or you could even tape it shut if you want it. And yeah, PCBs are simply FR4 essentially. So it's the same feeling for an FR4 plate in that sense. Except, you know, when you do use an FR4 plate, you're also typing against the plate and the PCB, so there's that. It's a little different, but yeah. Okay, so let me rephrase. Will that be more flexy than from the Glacier 80? So what's the Glacier 80 like, though? That's the thing. I don't have a Glacier 80 to know. Let's see, Glacier 80. Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe. Maybe more flexible than that, because Glacier 80 has cuts around like different rows of the PCB. But it doesn't quite do it for every key. So I think it might be a little bit more flexible. I'm not sure if too much more, but it will be noticeable at least. But the Glacier is very flexible from what I can see. Like, it's going to be very flexible from what I can see, with all the cuts on the rows, and then there's those like cuts on the sides. Does anyone have good Alice board recommendations? Oh, there's so many. There is like... Oh, I think the music is a little loud. I do think that there's so many Alice boards that are good. Like Nunu, pretty good. I mean, if you want a Praxis, you can do a Praxis. I mean, there's a Praxis IM if you want plastic and injection molded. Very, very nice and cheap. And like inexpensive and also very good. There's so many though. Like, I think some people have had like the is it the Callus or whatever? There's a Tengu. Tengu also people like a lot. Meridian! A little different from the layout, but yes, it is still like the similar concept of the layout. So yeah, Meridian is also very nice. I have a Meridian and I really like it. EM7, very good Alice clone. She Tengu was pretty lit. Still need to try Kokwa. I have never tried a Kokwa either, so... Tengu's still in stock on my keyboard? Whoa, is that true? That's awesome. Oh, is it because they put their stock kind of late, and so like it's like right at this time it's like not that many people want a Tengu, I guess. That's when it first released. Extras released a few days ago. Oh my god. A few days ago. Damn. Okay, I probably need to solder at least one leg of this switch, because otherwise it's just gonna come off. The Bear V2 looked and sounded really nice. Yeah, I know people who have the Bear and they like it a lot. Nothing wrong with Mini B. Yeah, I personally don't have a problem with USB Mini B if it's there. Like, I can use it, it's fine. I mean, of course, at this point, USB-C is preferable because, I mean, there's no excuse not to have it now. But, I mean, for the boards that have had USB Mini B before and, like, that's what they have, that's fine. Whatever. SMH Limo, I mean Lindy. Mini bigger problem when you have things that need charging. How many times are you really disconnecting a keyboard to where it... Yeah, exactly. But yeah, honestly, I mean, there's keyboards that have been Mini B and have existed for so long and hadn't had connector issues yet. I mean, but yeah, for new designs, there's no excuse to not use USB-C. The music's a little too lit for me. You make any keyboard Bluetooth with some sort of Bluetooth module? No. Well, yes and no. Basically, it would have to be like an external thing. You can't put it inside of the case. Like for aluminum case boards, because Bluetooth won't always work through that. Are there choices for the finish or metal or the back weight, by the way? Yes, there are two different finishes. Soup is tasty. There is the standard edition, which is going to have a sandblasted steel weight. And then there is going to be a special edition, which is going to be this PVD and polished brass version. Do you feel like Cypher is still a solid buy right now? Yes. I think it's a great board. I mean, especially if you need something like that layout for work or for your own personal use, I think it's a great board. I don't see any particular board being phased out as being less of a deal just because, or being not a solid buy just because, like, 2 years have passed since they released, or 5 years have passed since they released. There are good deals otherwise, however, like, you know, maybe for the same price point, but it doesn't make them a bad buy, I would say, if they were always, like, pretty loved designs. I mean, if a keyword's running for 4 different rounds, there's a reason for it. Keywords don't just run 4 rounds of group buys if people don't want them. So, it kind of speaks for itself, don't you think? Okay, also, let's test this PCB first. I mean, the stabs. Is CL tray mount still relevant though? I know people who still use tray mount. I mean, I actually still have my fail round one. Tray mounts can be kind of convenient to swap builds out and stuff. Tray mount good for hot swap PCB, big switch tester, and breaking keyboard? Yeah, yeah, for sure. The only interesting tray mount nowadays is the Salvation. The Salvation is definitely pretty interesting, yeah. TKL1 is my daily and I love it. That's good. If you have a board that you just love, that's great. What is the news on Salvation? I believe they're still they just need to do finishing. You snagged the MX lock switch on MM. I was a little too late. I was not interested in the MX lock switch, so no, I did not. I don't even think I even got a response from that post anyway. Yeah, I didn't, so doesn't really matter. What is MX lock now? Google is your friend. The switch that basically locks with a mechanism. Whether it works reliably, I cannot tell you for sure. I think my experience and that of many others has been that they kind of suck anyway. Why do you need Google when you have Diego so that you don't waste time? MX locks aren't the worst, they just occasionally bind, are a bit scratchy, and have an unswappable spring. Just that. No other issues. And maybe a bit more unreliable depending on the batch you get, yeah. I think I would just want an MX lock for the novelty of it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Diego, I listened to your advice from last time. Invest in a chair. Best decision ever. Good! What do you get? What do you end up getting? You get a chair that you like? I want a full MX lock 60%. You're crazy. Ooh, these Ultramarines look great. I love the color of these switches. Yeah, these look dope. Herman Miller Aeron? Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I think the chair of my choice that I will eventually get when I decide to replace my current Think is I'm gonna get a Leap V2 probably from Steelcase. M. Fluky, hello. Alright, let's get this soldered, my friends. The V2 is my work chair. Oh, nice. Got a 6-month-old chair from Marketplace for like 1/3 the price? Oh, good deal. Good deal. The Cosm Highback looks kind of nice. I don't know too much about the Highback. Well, maybe I'll look it up. But yeah, I've tried the Leap and like it was really comfortable, so that's probably what I'm gonna get because I know what it feels like. So I really do like the way Steelcase chairs work with like the pivots for the armrests and like yeah, all that stuff, all the adjusting thingies. Pretty neat, pretty nifty. Dr. Killswitch, hello, hello. Are you building it from zero? Yeah, you could say so. I mean, I did not manufacture the case itself or the PCB, like that was made by a factory. And there are people who make these both professionally and for part of a hobby. When will you make the case yourself then? Probably never, to be honest with you. I have no interest in it. Both the Leap and Aeron are amazing. Aeron with posture fit kind of fits my sitting style better. I see. You need to build every atom of the keyboard yourself for it to be truly custom. Okay, let me get a particle accelerator so I can build things from subatomic particles, right? Where's Reborn? He's probably twirling his fingers already. Is this a TKL? Absolutely not. It is a 60%. Man, this game's soundtrack slaps so hard. So good. On my way to Large Hadron Collider? Yeah. Let me know. Can you bring me some Higgs bosons, please? Thanks. They're everywhere, but I need them delivered by hand. Thanks. Looks big for a 60. It sure does. Which is kind of part of the point of it, yeah. Alright. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to ai03 and Keys. The Keys team has
Nice
been very, very
indeed.
supportive of my work. Oh, hello, Latam Keys! Nice OST indeed, yeah. Yeah, they're very supportive of my work, and they've been sending different prototypes over the years. And this one included this ai03's vector design. But it is always an honor to work with them. And of course, don't forget to check out their store for obviously in-stock items, as well as the many pre-orders that they do for all kinds of products in the community, from keyboards to key sets to desk mats and, you know, stabilizers and all sorts of good stuff for your keyboard modding and keyboard assembly. Can we take a look at the top side of the case? Yes, we can. Let me just finish soldering first, yeah? And of course, outside of Keys, we have many different vendors who support my endeavors in the keyboard community. Among them are Agile, agileshop.co, over in Toronto, Canada, where they recently held a meetup earlier this August. But they also ship to the United States and worldwide. If you happen to be needing any cool switches, such as the new Agile Moon switches, which come pre-lubed from the factory. And lube too. Very nice. I've been enjoying those on the NCR80. There's also dust pads and other goodies that you can purchase from Agile Shop. There is a discount code Lightning, that you can use to get a small discount. But even when you ship to the United States from Agile Shop, it pretty much is the same cost as it would for, let's say, USPS Priority Mail here in the States. So pretty cheap, pretty affordable, and easy to get. We also have CV Planet, cvplanet.com. They recently just restocked the Wuque Lavender PCBs. The J60 PCB, which was initially made for the Unicorn, is not going to be restocked this time around. They will be replacing it with the K60, I believe. And they also have restocked all their other designs, like the Infinity and the Adelaide and so on. So, and CV Planet is also the official proxy for Wuque Lavender PCB, so check them out. If you are looking for a vendor that can make custom plate, CV Planet is your source and my recommendation. If you need to make a plate out of any kind of material, like anywhere from FR4 to ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, polycarbonate, aluminum, carbon fiber, etc., I highly recommend CV Planet's custom plate making services. You can make one plate or more. Cut to order, made to order. It takes a little while, but I think the end product is worth it. And they have been doing really good work. A lot of people are very satisfied with the plates over there. Oh, thanks, Rua. Next up, we have Kinetic Labs. Kinetic Labs over here in Jersey, in the US, but kineticlabs.com. You can purchase also a bunch of different dust pads and swag and switches, also lubricants, and collaboration items with other creators, such as Tiny Makes Things or Apiary Keyboards, for example. They also have many different kinds of switches. And they also have key sets like the Polycaps key sets that have been recently released. I think their most recent release is the the Candy Shop set. Code was their previous one, but they also have, of course, the Octopus and the Seal. So yeah, check them out. Novel Keys. Next up, novelkeys.com. They're from Morgantown, West Virginia. They're going to be having a big keyboard meetup in November. So if you haven't signed up, the keyboardmeetup.com is the place to go for Novel Keys' big meetup in November. I'm not sure whether I'm going just yet. Accommodations are quite expensive to go there. But other than that, I'm looking into it. And I do suggest checking it out if you're maybe nearby or in the area. Maybe you can drive there or something. If you fly, of course, you'll have to look for accommodations, and they are certainly not inexpensive. I believe it's because it's like some big football kind of event that weekend on November 12th. But yeah. And then Naoki is also currently holding a Labor Day weekend sale. So if you use my affiliate link, it'll be greatly appreciated, of course. But they have discounts on a variety of items, from their Entry Edition keyboards to various key sets. Next up is Omnitype. Omnitype is also having a Labor Day weekend sale. So if you need more details on that, they have like different codes. Like they have like 10% off $50, 15% off $100, 25% off $150, and so on in stock for in-stock items. Don't forget to check out omnitype.com/lightning for the Labor Day sale from Omnitype, key sets to other products, accessories such as keycap storage, desk pads, and so on. Next, we have Prime Keyboards. Prime Keyboards over in Aledo, Texas. They are my supplier for a lot of my Durock V2 stabilizers, as well as alpaca switches and so on. They also source lubricants, as well as parts for some of your smaller keyboards like the Prime E. They also will be holding the Meridian sale later on. The ai03 design of the Meridian is being run through Prime KB like the previous couple of rounds, and they'll be running a variety of different colors as well as polycarbonate editions with them. So I suggest checking it out if you once more details on that go up. Next, we have Project Keyboard. No particular news, but they're in Illinois and they have pre-orders for various key sets right now. Next, we have Salvan from Belgium. Salvan's been pretty busy lately, but he has been producing Salvation and doing finishing for those. We'll also be seeing a new production of Ion Keyboards Juby keyboards, which is a 60% layout with two like exterior macro columns on the left side. That release will be happening sometime soon. More news about that as I'm informed of them later on. But I can at least tease you now that there will be more info on that. Let's see, where's Via here? Alright, oh, here it is. Vector. And then finally we have Space Cables. They have currently the MW Retro Lights key set, which is a beige key set available through Space Cables only. They also recently ran the Bergen, and that will finish production pretty soon, actually. It ran very little ago, but it's already going to be finishing production, like, in the coming month. So pretty exciting for any group by participants. And they also, of course, have pre-orders for a variety of key sets that have run through their store. So check them out. Alright. Is it a bad idea to order keycaps from Etsy? Your mileage may vary is all I would say about it, is that sometimes if that fulfills your need, sure, go ahead, that's fine. I mean, there are a lot of Etsy creators who, who are respectable, or at least have had, people have had good experiences with them. But I'll say, like, yeah, if it fills your needs, then, go ahead. But there are also a lot of keyboard community vendors who provide a pretty good deal for keycaps. Like, you can check out the nice PVT and the Keycaps line from Keys. There's also the Cherry PVT line from Novel Keys. Omnitype recently released their OTC keycaps. There's many different vendors who who have them, or like the Milky Way from like Space right now, who has the MW retro lights, for example, which is like a beige key set. But that one's also pretty nice, and I think the price tag's okay. Fun fact: I got scammed on Etsy recently for keycaps that never came. Well, there you have it. There's a post-purchase review from somebody who actually did not receive products from Etsy. So yeah, your mileage may vary. I definitely find that people have different experiences on Etsy, myself included. I personally have been okay on Etsy. Like, I haven't had any mishaps on Etsy yet, but I'm sure that it happens. Oh, my camera turned off for a second there. Alright, so this is working, which is good. Will those take as long as Salvation? No. So the Juby sale is going to be a pretty small sale that I know of, and it's going to be like in stock. So they will be in stock drops of small batches, regarding the Juby that's going to be running through Salvin. All right. But yeah, more details on that like as I get them, which I haven't gotten any more than that for now. All right, let's put this onto the board now. So whoever was asking for me to flip this over, I'm about to do so. Are those stabies? No, these are Wuque Studio Lavender stabs. Wait, Diego, are those lines on the weight textured? They are laser engraved. So yes, they have the texture of any laser engraving on metal that you might have seen before. Alright, we have some small gaskets and some long gaskets, so pretty straightforward here. Messaged them and they told me to file a report with Etsy to get my money back because they weren't shipping. Oh gosh, it's so annoying. I'm gonna put the gaskets on the case because it's a bit easier. I know Salvation has been a long process and maybe a larger project than they were hoping for, but man, I hope they keep running them. Yeah, I mean, I believe Salvation had like over 2,000 keyboards or so I'm sure it's no small ordeal. So if you're wondering why it's taking a while, it's because they want to have a good majority of them ready to ship and whatnot. So yeah, it's taking a while for good reason. Best stabs I've ever used were the second version of TX stabs. How about you? I can vouch for TX stabs. I also very much enjoy TX stabs, personally. For clip-ins, especially. I mean, cherry clip-ins work too. Pretty well in my experience. But that said, any stabs that you use, I've used Durock, I've used Zeal, I've used, you know, these Wuque, I've used Owlab stabs. They all work. Like, you can tune any of those to the extent that you need. Stabies, right? But honestly, yeah, it's more so of a, like, you know, like TX is a bit more forgiving in the sense that you don't need too much lube to tune them like right, and so yeah, so like basically it's a little bit more easy, like it's a little bit easier to use for most folks. So I do find them like advantageous in that regard. No issue at all with how long it's taken. It's just one of my rigs is not jumping on it. Oh, I see. 2,000 units for this tiny Belgian shop? Yeah, pretty crazy, eh? It wasn't their greatest idea. I mean, I think it's fine, to be honest. I mean, it's not like they're not handling it. It's not like they're being unable to deliver anything like that. So I think it's fine. Not like they're exit scamming. Yeah. I actually canceled my salvation order because my finances went to shit. Oh, that's too bad. Didn't because at the time I didn't like that the default plate PCB was 4th again. I use a layer for Minikey on the HKB now, so it wouldn't matter. Oh, I see. I see. I guess those preferences change over time, huh? I also cancel salvation, use funds to get Evia. Do you cop a Shelby 80? What do you think about it? I did not cop a Shelby 80. I saw... I can pretty much only relay you to people who did review the Shelby 80s, such as Alex Odos. So I will have to defer my opinion on the Shelby 80 to someone who is knowledgeable and trustworthy as him. So I'll defer that question. Mostly because I did not purchase it and I did not really look much into it. Castor Troy. At least out better than Paper Sky Studio. Who's Paper Sky Studio? I ordered on their second round of Q and this was 11 months ago. No information, no update, no response from the multiple emails I have sent. Oh no. Also Q? So like the open source Q design? Ah. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, if someone's selling an open source design like the Q, it kind of screams problems, potential problems. Mostly because all you do is just take these files and then you just basically send them out to be made, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Pretty effortless on their end. Alright. So, let's see. Daughterboard goes this way. Isn't that the one that Quantric told to stop? Oh. And they still went through with it? Huh. I'm gonna phone my bank and see if I can get charged back for Ball and Rose. Oh, best of luck, Peaches. That's also very unfortunate. Alright, there it is. Set in place. Nice and flush here. Very nice. Let me see if I can actually just put it in a small screw there too. Just so that we can get an even amount of compression on that. It isn't getting made. Yeah. The ball and rose. Very unfortunate situation there. All right, great. I got it. I got a screw here. All right, looks good. Hope I got this straightness on this right. All right. Alright. So, what key set will we put on this? Speaking of key sets, I did want to show you guys this new key set that Kanki sent out called Morse Code. It's a new nice PVT set that's coming up. And it comes in this nice and slim packaging here. And it basically is like Morse code themed. Wait, GMK Tai T? Yeah, it kind of has the same similar colors, right? Very similar colors. But this is what it looks like. There is the true trays here and here. Pretty much it has just base compatibility. Oh wait, there's 3 trays actually. So there it is. So there's nice PET Morse code here. Just to show you. We can put this on if you want. Tai T more yellow? Oh yeah, Tai T probably is a bit more yellowish or like orangish on the alphas, that's for sure. Yeah. Alright, so we have a set like this, and we can also use different sets. I also have JTK Griseann as well that we haven't used before. If you wanted to see it. What is the Keycaps called? This is called Nice PBT Morse Code. It's a coming up set on Mekanisk. Here is this is the sample set of it. Morse code? Alright, can we just get a quick vote then? Alright, folks, vote. You have a minute. I got all the LED solder and seafood blanks on PC. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Did it work out? The LED thing? I mean, Griseann, unfair. that's I guess that's fair. All right. All right. Well, we haven't tried it, so let's try it on. I got this set and still haven't put it on anything yet because I just didn't have time. We'll put Morse code on a board next time. Where is it? Total typing test? Well, I haven't started typing. Have you seen me typing? I haven't typed, so not yet. All right, we'll put Griseann first though. Maybe Typerin didn't tell us? Maybe you weren't paying attention, Ryotaro69. Also, Ryotaro, hello. How's it going? Can I call this a 70? What do you mean, the board? Yes? Why? Because it's large? Just realized Serratus might actually ship this month? Oh, nice. That's cool. I think this one's a little bit crooked, actually. Oh, it was fine. Oh, it's just a little wiggle room. Okay. Oh, weird. There's a wiggly pipe. We can fix that. Just a second. Is that vector? Yes. This is... Oh, sorry. This is gray, yeah. This is gray. EFN key. Oh. Oh yeah, pipe looks a little crooked, doesn't it? Oh, you guys want me to fix that pipe before? It was straight, but I guess slightly off. Looks fine, but I'll just twist it a little more. I wonder if it's a keycap also. That's the most annoying part about playlist IMO. That the switches are very perfectly hard to align perfectly straight the first time in my experience. Yeah, it happens. Well, I mean, it's also because when you have the ISO cutouts, you don't get like a perfect like just a singular hole for those parts. So I think that's probably like a role there. All right, let's just get this done real quick. Just need to reheat the one pin, and then it should be fine. Oh yeah. And he's going to desolder the entire board. Yeah, sorry guys. We're gonna just start from scratch today. Let's go back to the beginning. I 3D printed some alignment tools for this. Oh, nice. Yeah, 3D printer is so useful when it comes to it. Okay, that looks better, I think. Wait, the enter sounds kind of weird, huh? The heck? JTK sounds so weird sometimes. Is this JTK just got back? Yeah. Right shift crooked? Right shift looks fine to me. Probably just the angle. I don't know why, but the enter keys like sounds really weird. Okay, let me show you what I'm hearing. If anything's crooked, it's JTK. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, look at this. Weirdly enough, this enter key is weird. Sounds like something's hitting. Like I didn't lube the stab, but if I switch the cap, I'm gonna switch it to the GMK one I had earlier. It's fine, but JTK stem loose? Maybe, yeah. It's like doesn't feel loose though. It's weird, right? Like this, is it warped or is it actually just loose? I don't know what's going on. Is it slightly misaligned on JTK? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. It looks fine. It looks fine. But it's fine on GMK, it's okay though. Huh, weird. Okay, well, you can never escape stabs pain, for sure. It also depends on. Try adding tissue. Yeah, I might try doing the tape trick. Let me grab some tape. Just use GMK Wob enter. Yeah, that's another option I was also already thinking about, to be honest. But just want to make sure I know what the hell this is. You know what I mean? I mean, it is better. I guess it is just the stem being really loose on it or something. But it is better. Gotta go, I have kendo today? Okay, Peaches, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's just the left side too. It's not even... It's just the left side. I don't know what it is. But if I use GMK... Yeah, it's just the left side on JTK. I don't know what exactly it might be. I mean, can put a little more lube here on the stab, but don't really think it makes a difference here. It's not rattling, at least. I think that's good enough. Left stab stem loose. I generally have problems with Wuque stabs, not gonna lie. I do have to say that the way they do stab inserts from the... No, not stab inserts. You know how the wire sits at the bottom portion. That is like that unorthodox method of doing like stab inserts is pretty weird, and I don't know if it's really more effective. You know, that the way they do like the stab inserts with the part that goes down into the, yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel too hot about it, to be honest. So yeah. Maybe left cap stem is making the stab rub against the housing or something? Yeah, it's possible. It sounds better now, after the tape. When we getting stabless, I mean, I think you can go stabless anytime you want. You just need to hit dead center. just stop missing the center of the key, 5-head. Or ortho, yeah, just do ortho. Just do smaller layouts that don't require stabs at all. Join 40s. Yeah, for sure. Definitely a strong argument for the 40 thugs is to not deal with stabs, just use a smaller layout that does not require them at all. That sounds okay though. Just win raffles. Very easy. Just have better luck than everybody else, 5-head. Just be better at everything. Duh. Imagine not being a winner like me. Oops. Using cursed Timo with 625 stab, full left and right shift. Damn, I see. Oh yes. I guess Totoro typing test. Okay, I'll be right back. My neighbor. Where was this fit in Nashville? Dude, imagine this in Nashville. In the heat of Nashville. Imagine having Nashville hot chicken and then wearing this shit. Oh my god. And I did not forget the resin. right. Let's see what we can do today. We can go the accent way and use something like a bright green, or we can use something black and accent it like this Earl. Bulls Earl over here. Should have done creator panel in this fit. Oh my god. Would have been a hit though. Let's see. I'm leaning towards doing ooh, I don't know. I guess we should probably keep it like kind of on the wob kind of side. So maybe I'll do the Bulls Earl today. Well, actually, I like this Popsy better today. I'll do this Popsy today. All right. Let's get that cable. You gotta put a pin on it? Okay, okay, I'll put a pin on it. Alright, here we have it. Center it? Wait, really? Okay, gosh. Is that good? Thocky pen, indeed. Alright, volume good on sound and everything. We shall try typing on this. So, hello Avis, how's it going? So tonight we have this vector prototype by AI03 and Mekanisk. Remove corner control key so layout matches pen SMH. Alright, were you going to do any European language typing test now? Yes, I will do English. English is a European language, by the way. So I will do English. So today we're going to be typing on this AI03 vector prototype. It currently has Durock Ultramarine V2 linear switches that are being sold by Mekanisk as well as Deskeys and other vendors. We currently have no plate on this, so this is currently running completely plateless. We have gaskets that line different parts here in the case, and basically it's a PCB mount gasket. PCB gasket mount essentially. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. And right now we have JTK Griseann or Griseann, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, for the keycaps. So these are ABS triple shot keycaps. All right, here we go. Sounds plateless? Yeah, it sounds nice. One thing I'm realizing is maybe the spacebars needs that tape mod or whatever I just did for the stabs, because I can hear it ticking. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that, but I could hear it, and if I can hear it, it's probably there. Where did I just put the tape? But yeah, so probably fix that. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because I think the longer keys on these JTK caps just have some stem issues. So I might just fix that really quick. And then we can give it one more try. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a little better. Can't say it's like the most craziest improvement here. Oops. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. Here we give it one more try. Here we go. I can still hear it. Yeah, I can still hear it too. Wondering if switching the spacebar will do it, or maybe if it's actually just ticking, if it just needs a little bit more lube. But it sounds okay. I like this. I like the alphas on the board right now, but the spacebar is definitely a little bit lacking, especially with this set. Where's my wob? Hold on. Yeah, just use wob. Where did I put that? Hold on. Oh my god, it's so hot. JTK spacebars are warped? I don't think they're warped. I think they're a little loose, at least on mine. Let's see, wob. Okay. Oh, I guess Chantry works just for the spacebar. Let me see. Something hitting? Okay. I'm not sure what's going on. Why is this happening now? Let me take this off. First of all. It's really hot. So, gonna... Imagine the screws are hitting the edge of the keycap. That is possible. Do you weigh the board yet? No, we haven't weighed the board yet. Let's see. But it is possible that the keycap's hitting something, which I kind of hear it when I hit it harder than softer. So let's see. All right. It's definitely not a stab wire issue. Yeah, that's what I'm about to check. So. All right. Yeah, it kind of sounds like ticking, right? Try a different spacebar. It worked fine when it was outside the board. Yeah, it sounded fine too, I think. So let's see. Does that sound okay? Can we get a 1U spacebar typing test? I can give you a 1.5U. But yeah. I can try replacing the stab. I do think it might be ticking. So I can try replacing the stab. I might just be a bad stab job today, which can't happen. Thought it was fine though, because I definitely hear the ticking here too. And no matter how much lube you add, sometimes it just doesn't do it. Let's see. Let's try some regular typing on it. Are the screws under the spacebar all the way in? Yeah, they should be all the way in. I mean, okay, let me take off the caps again. Sometimes, there we go. Let's see. Sounds fine on the right now? Yeah, it sounds okay, right? I guess it's just if I tap on the edges, right? So maybe it is just a stab ticking a bit. So it could be a stab. Alright, let's try this again. Right now I have an ABS spacebar from GMK. So let's try this one more time here. Alright. Let's try 30-second. How's that? Does that sound okay? Okay, we can go through the mods. Alright, here are the mods. Yeah, sounds better. I do think I might try just replacing the stabs, I think. And then like building it. I mean, just replacing the stabs. The good thing is that it's plateless. So it's pretty easy to replace stabs. So we could just try doing that now, actually. If you wanted to wait. Do you guys want to wait? Do you guys want me to try this or nah? I should have some cherry clip-ins here. Alright. Oh, 7U? Okay. Perfect. Ah, yes, the clip-in stash. Yeah, I do have like 200 clip-in stabs, so. Oh, wait, that's not the right way. Maybe the screw head of the stabs is hitting the case? You know, that's a possibility too. I actually do wonder if clip-in is a requirement. Wait a second, yeah, it's clip-in. Where do you buy it? Buy what? Clip-ins? You can buy them from like different like you can buy. I think I bought mine from like, was it Mauser? Might have bought it on Mauser before. So but there are vendors that sell them, but you need to buy like a certain amount, I think. That's the only thing. Yeah, like DigiKey and Mauser normally sell them in bulk, but and you can buy them from them too. What switches are these? These are the Ultramarine V2 from Durock and Mekanisk. You can also buy them on Mekanisk if you're located in the US. It is possible that I may have under lubed the stabs, considering that I've been like doing like TX stabs a lot recently, which tend to use less lube. So we'll see. I think doing this will probably, we'll find out what it is, if it's the keycap or if it's a stab. I do think it's a stab now that we've tried a few things though. So it just made me watch 4 ads when I opened the stream.
Hope you're doing great, Daigo.
Oh, Ratty, it's 25 months. Thank you. Let's go. How are you doing? Alrighty. Not too bad. Just been busy with work the past few weeks. I see, I see. Not really any reliable methods of ad blocking anymore, besides using those sketchy add-ons that basically act as free proxies. Or just buying turbo? Yeah, I guess so. So, what do you mean that's for the proxy thing? Is it because it's like basically like a VPN sort of thing? Like, what risk is there of someone running that? Quote unquote sketchy add-ons that act as free proxies. Just kind of sketchy to me? In what sense? Okay. So outside of the board, okay, outside of the board. Now let's put it into the board now. I think that sounds okay. Oh wait. Nothing is free, you are the product? Yeah, that's true. That is true. If it's free, you are the product. They probably collect your data just like any app in existence. True. Alright, I think that sounds better, right? Definitely? Okay. So maybe it was just a stab issue. Maybe like the wire was bent or something. But yeah, good thing that this is plateless, so it's easy to replace.
Hey.
Hey, Juan. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Alright, let's give this a shot now. So now I just replaced the stab on the spacebar with a clip-in cherry stab. And we'll give it a shot. So we have Ultramarine V2 linear switches, Durocks, directly on a PCB. This is mounted with gaskets. And this is JTK Griseann. Alright. Oh, and an ABS spacebar from GMK. Oh, an Oyo.
Ooh, a nice chunky boy.
Nice chunky boy indeed. Spacebar is a lot of off-putting for me, but the alphas sound nice. Yeah, the alphas do sound really nice. The spacebar does sound a little different from the rest of the keys, right? What I actually wanted to try next was putting back that JTK spacebar we had. Because my suspicion, my friends, is that I had a skill issue today and my stab for the spacebar sucked. So I have a feeling the JTK spacebar will be okay. So we'll see. Alpha Ad, hello. Thank you so much for the 4 months. It is indeed plateless. Maybe the GMK spacebar was just banana. Okay, this is JTK, okay? Now we have JTK spacebar, okay? We'll give it a try. Okay, it kind of sounds the same, right? It's still ABS, but I think it sounds the same. Cavite Tech, hello. Finally got time to watch the stream live. Oh, welcome, welcome. People angry outside. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're arguing, but it's kind of like right in front of my window. Because I'm on the ground floor, that's why. So yeah, I don't think the spacebar was really hitting anything. I do think the stab was just bad. I'll acknowledge it. I think my spacebar stab was just not good today. And yeah. So yeah. So skill issue, I acknowledge. Just had to replace that. But yeah, it sounds pretty much the same between JTK and GMK for the spacebar, so that's kind of good news. It means they're both ABS spacebars, 7U, about the same thickness. And yeah. Why did it sound better with GMK on the old stabs? Stabs do sound different, by the way. For example, I know some people who don't use TX stabs because it sounds too plasticky kind of to them, which it's actually kind of true. Like stabs do sound different from one another. Like if you use this stab and the other stab, like they do sound a bit different. So yeah, I'm not sure about if it was actually better on the old one though. I would disagree. I actually think the cherry clipping right now sounds overall more consistent just because it's not rattling anymore. But yeah. What I mean is compared to JTK, oh, that is probably because it was before I added the tape on the JTK spacebar, which I was saying that the sides, if you press very hard on the side of the keycap, it seems kind of loose. If that makes sense. I think just a tolerance issue on the, I mean tolerance not issue, but just tolerance thing on the JTK one a little bit looser, maybe. Probably depends. Probably varies every time you do it. But yeah. Alright. I'll go through the mods one more time. And I'll answer any questions if you guys have any. So I do really like the alphas on this. Is this what people call marbly? It kind of seems to me like this is what people normally tend to call marbly sound, or yeah, I think this is what people call marbly, right? Marbly sound. It's like when you like have marbles crushing against each other, sort of. I don't know, but it sounds really nice on the alphas. I wonder what it sounds with an FR4 half plate. I actually do feel like that would change the sound of the mods quite a bit, which I think could be interesting. Yeah, actually, I think FR4 half would be kind of cool because it would maintain the sound of the alphas, right? It would be worth a try. Doing like an FR4 half that just has the mods. Well, I guess the number too. It would make the spacebar sound nicer. Yeah, I think so too. I think it would make it sound a bit more consistent, maybe. I definitely do think that the spacebar stands out a little bit more in this build. But it doesn't sound bad to me. Like, it sounds a bit roomy, but it's not a bad sound. It's just a different sound. Like, it's not the same, you know. I have my whale here, for example, and it's a sandwich mount board with GMK, and this one's like right. Which is, these are MX Black, so it's very clacky sound, right? So this spacebar stands out a lot. It's like a roomy and standout sound, which I think a lot of people tend to not like. I would say like there's going to be people who are like, oh, this sounds like crap, which I guess it's fine. I do have what board is like this a bit? Is it the KMac? Maybe the KMac, or maybe some other board. It kind of sounds like when the spacebar kind of pops a bit differently. But yeah. So I think, yeah, an FR4 half plate would be an interesting addition to this. Does your spacebar sound like this? Yeah. Does it feel similar to like Andromeda? Wait, similar? Feel? No. Feel? No. The spacebar kind of situation. Definitely, Andromeda also had a bit of that, where the spacebar definitely was kind of like stood out a little. I think. Like, you know, like on the Andromeda, you had the option to put a spacebar foam, and with and without made a pretty big difference. But the spacebar on the Andromeda also kind of like stood out a little bit too. It's a good YouTube thumbnail face. That is true. Although I don't have any like actual YouTube content to be putting. You won't believe what the streamer did to fix the keyboard kind of videos that are 8 to 10 minutes long, or maybe shorter, and you know. And you know, like take all the boxes, like have a catchy title or like an attention grabbing title, different chapters, different funny wank video like edits, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Imagine if you did have an editor. That would be fun. I have to say, it would be fun if I did have an editor for videos. Pockers would disband every thumbnail. That's fine with me. Wank edits. Yeah, there's so many videos that have that wank edit, right? Like that specific sound, wank. Like the duck sound. Yeah. All right. Alright, so that is pretty much what the vector is like. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. But I'll show it off first here. As you gather your thoughts. Did you weigh it? Oh no, I have not weighed it. I will weigh it though. But yeah, sure, let's weigh it first. Ah, it's heavy. .4 kilos? Yeah, something like that. It's definitely like 5 or 6 pounds at least. At least. It's super heavy though. Yep, 6 pounds and 2 ounces. 2.8 kilos, basically. That's really frigging heavy. 2.8 kilos for built. So it might be 2.4 without the build. Yeah. This is crazy heavy. For 60%, 2.8 kilos, definitely not something you want to take around. Like, you know, carry around between places and stuff. It's like, it's also really backloaded. Oh, is that why maybe the spacebar sounds like it does? Because the weight is so heavy on the back? Like, it's so backloaded. Like, when I lift it, you can tell there's a very obvious heft that, like, kind of, like, makes me feel like I'm gonna drop it this way. You know what I mean? It's really heavy on the back. But on the front, it's like it's just aluminum. Sound science pog. I mean, I don't think there's any particular way to verify this, but it could be that. Gotta put a weight under the spacebar. Yeah, just you know, easy way to just dampen your spacebar sound is just chuck a cloth here. Oh wait, still sounds the same. I guess you just have to put stuff in there. I guess foam would work, but I don't have anything to put in right now. So yeah. Put more brass. Just pour it in. Pour the metal in. It sounded worse with towel under it. Don't hit it so loud. Oh yeah, just barely. Just like leave your thumb right there. Just put rocks inside the board under the spacebar. Oh goodness. Yeah, but this is super heavy. Oh my god. Thok enhancer. Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck. All right. So here is our AI03 vector. This is in gray. It currently has JTK Griseann and this PVD polished brass weight. It's very, very chunky. Oh my gosh, it's not like dust. It bothers me so much. But yeah, here it is. Attach a handle and you have a weapon? Yeah, for sure. Alright. Let me show the sides and the back. I probably like, it's all smudged up probably by now. So I can like touch it with my greasy hands. But there is the back of the board. There's the back. And the sides here. Oh, it's not fully in. I like the intentional seam. Me too, actually. I'm a pretty big fan of this. I mean, it kind of reminds me a lot of the... I think the Jur also had this kind of intentional seam going on for it. The Jur. It's a similar vibe. Yeah. Has the pen rail too, which you can see. You know, you can put whatever you want on it. I mean, look, I have a Sharpie here. But yeah, has a pen rail if you need it. But yeah, pretty cool. Line up your artisans on it. I mean, I do have a bunch of artisans like here. I think from last time I have some artisans. Oh yeah, some novelties here too. Like that. Those didn't deserve a tray. Oh, it's because I need to sort. I was going to sort them. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure who it was who was asking about seeing the albumin here on the tray. But I can show them. Now it's actually a 70. Yeah. But yeah, here's the albumin for the people. Cap? Was it Cap? Kupo? Is Cap here? Not sure. But yeah. Hope we win the new one. Oh my gosh, that one's so cool, yeah. Yeah, this is my albumin collection. Alright. Well, I believe that's all I have for today. I will be streaming tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll be streaming. We are going to be building this macro pad called the 0xc pad, or the hex pad, basically. And it's like, I can show you the link. And I will likely also give it away, but I didn't tell you that. If you're here, you know, I guess be there or be square kind of thing. And then I will also probably build a board when after that. But yeah, you can check out the pad info there. Tomorrow, what's the color of the anode? This is definitely gray. This is 100% just gray. Yeah, this is just a like a kind of like a gunmetal. No, actually no, a bit darker. Just like a darker. It's like a somewhere in the middle to dark gray. Can you see your main board? What's the keycaps? You mean on this one? This is a GMK KA 2017. Did you already do sound test? I did. But I mean, I can just mock type on this if you want. Can try mock typing on this for a sec. Where is the window here? Alright, here. What switches on your main board? I have just vintage MX, or I think just regular Cherry Mix Black. I think might be Hyperglide, I'm not sure. But yeah, just Cherry Mix Black switches with 60 gram springs. Alright, let me... Okay, it's not like the best placement for this, but you can just hear it. Wait. Have you ever tried GAT Oil Kings and Zaku's? Yeah, I have. Zaku's are pretty clacky, pretty loud switches, long pole switches, and then Oil Kings are pre-looped like linears from Gadron. Pretty nice. I actually really like Oil Kings. They sound pretty good, and they also feel pretty nice. I personally do a spring swap on them because I think the spring is a little bit heavier than I prefer. But yeah. A little hollow, any foam? Yeah, definitely a little hollow on the space bar. I don't have any foam on me. I do have some like shelf liner I could probably just put on there, which could possibly help. Board sounds quieter than I expected. It's not that quiet. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be any louder than this. How does this compare to the Juby? Different sound for sure. Also, I guess my Juby is a little bit hard to compare with because I have like Nolive switches, which are cream switches. Sound profile is completely different. As far as like how flexible this is like pretty flexible actually. Like you can kind of feel the like how the PCB, like this is a plateless build, so you can kind of feel the vibration here a bit. And on the Juby, the tabs are much smaller actually. They're like kind of tiny, and they're like spread over the PCB. I would say the Juby might actually flex a bit more than this one. This one is being held with gaskets that sandwich the PCB sort of like that, right? So in this case, I think the PCB is a little bit like it's in place in a bit more like sturdy kind of fashion compared to the Juby, whereas the Juby does have a bit more kind of like bowing at the middle. So like for the alpha section on the Juby, also not to mention it's like a longer keyboard. It tends to feel pretty bouncy. But yeah, is the U4T a clacky switch? Yeah, I would say so. It's a tactile switch too. I'm using Zeal Telios on one of my builds. On the other, my Vega, I got some Boba U4Ts. Really enjoying both currently. That's good. I know people who enjoy U4Ts a lot for tactiles, and I know some folks who actually really like their Telios. I actually do have Telios in my Mira ISE with like a polycarb plate, I think, which I like. Alrighty. So I think that's all I have for today. I was planning to buy Neapolitan switches. Oh yeah, Neapolitans are like also very tactile, I think, switches. I think those are JTK, right? I think Neapolitans. The Neapolitan ice cream switches, yeah. I got my Zeal switches all on sale, which only happens twice per year, I believe. Oh yeah, sales on Zeal PC. Yeah, that can be a bit oh yeah, that's right. Neapolitans are the ones that feel like a Zygo. They're pretty harsh, as far as the tactility is very, very pronounced on those. All right, friends. Well, I will probably. Oh look, Upa says I made a quick sound test of my Proto Vector earlier this week. Yeah, you can check that out too. There is the link over there. Let's see who is currently streaming and shoot over a raid. So let's move over then. Okay. Let's see who is streaming right now. I see Miss Patty Shinching Wong is doing a Bolsa Alice with new upcoming switches. GRN is building in a key called number 265 with unfinished purple bottom. I see Miss Kim Lin Win doing unboxings, a little bit of story time, and playing some Genshin. And yeah, and then I don't see anybody else that I know. But if you are willing to make a suggestion, go ahead. But otherwise, we can raid whoever you guys want. Patty? Okay, let's go raid Patty. We haven't raided Patty in a bit. Can we raid you? Alright, friends. Once again, I appreciate y'all's presence here tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for a build. I will likely be building... Well, I will be building that keypad. That hex pad. And then... and then there's gonna be that. And then I will likely be building a Keycap number 2 from the recent sale for a client. So you'll see also that being built shortly. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go shoot over a raid to Patty. Oh, let's just say, just to confirm, Diego is 5'6", 5'7". Somebody told me that Patty's stream was talking a lot about my height, so I'm just gonna make sure to confirm that. There's our raid message. Okay, friends. I'll catch you guys on the next stream tomorrow, and I hope y'all have a great long weekend. If you're traveling, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, friends. See ya.